guys, what's going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Top Drive. Today's episode is going to be about prize cars, but before we get into that, public service announcement. If you haven't known already, I've been addicted to this game called BeatStar. It's basically Tap Tap Revenge but better, and Tap Tap Revenge was a game from my childhood, so there's a lot of nostalgia running on a rhythm game, and I'm also really into music and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to add me, I'm going to put my profile right here. My username is Louis #4. My name is spelled L-O-U-I-S, but everyone pronounces it as Louis, and I'm just like, no, it's Louis. So now I'm just going to put it as Louis so people pronounce it the right way. But also I'm going to put my screen time right here, and as you can see, Chief, that's not it. I need to calm down, okay? Because Top Drives is my mainstay, it's also my job, and it's my favorite game on the phone. And the fact that BeatStar has taken over it this week by hours is concerning. So I need to calm down, get back to Top Drives, get back to the grind so I can get those 1 million pack openings for you. Because as you can see, I'm at about 10.4 million K right now, and I really should be at 11 million by now if it wasn't for BeatStar. But anyway, it's a prize card video. Today I want to talk about the top 10 prize cards that I want to get that I still haven't gotten. But before I get into that, I just want to say that I've been very lucky because I've collected every single dream prize card, legendary prize card that I've wanted. If I made a tier list of every legendary prize card in Top Drives, I would have had everyone in tier 1. It's very simple. I'm not a very picky person. I just want all the Dodges, all the Aston Martins, and the Porsche 918. And I have all of them. I love all of these cars mainly for sentimental reasons. As you can tell, besides the Porsche 918 and the Vulcan, all my other dream prize cars aren't super OP. I mean, the GTSR is actually pretty freaking strong, but like, you know, they're around RQ86 or below RQ90. It's quite unconventional considering most players I've seen have told me that their prize cars, their dream prize cars, are basically anything at the top, right? The Chiron Sport, the Pikes Peak, you know, the Koenigsegg 1-1. At that point, it's like, is that your dream prize card because it's a freaking good car in the game? Or is it your dream prize card because you actually like it? See, my dream prize cards is because I actually like them. So let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, I've always prioritized, and this has been tried and true in my garage video, in my channel since 2017, since I started. I've always prioritized prize cards in terms of what I like the most instead of what I need. Obviously, I've gone for prize cards that I've needed, like the fact I needed that and I got it and I really wanted that too. But like at the end of the day, it's all down to sentimental value for me. I will always prioritize that first. Cars I want over cars I need. That's why I went all out for the Viper ACRX, and I didn't give a rat's ass about the Volkswagen IDR because I hate Volkswagen, bro. But anyway, let's get into it. The top 10 prize cards. This is actually an updated video. The last time I made this was probably like 2 years ago. It's been a long time. There have been a lot of new cars now, so let's see if the list has changed. So starting us off with the first car on the list, I really should just do is by legendary and epic. Legendary and epic, because there is one epic prize car on this list. Wyatt, if you're watching, you probably know what it is. Honestly, anybody that knows me and my wishes probably knows what number 1 is already, but the rest might surprise you. So in 10th place is the Subaru Impreza Group A. This isn't a car that I like. This isn't a car that I knew before JPT, and that's why it's so low down the list. It's a car that I absolutely need. I rank this car in terms of importance as high as the Koenigsegg Jesko or the 905B, or what else is up there? Chiron Sport. Like literally, I know you guys think I'm crazy, but this thing is incredibly important to me because it is a saloon. And if you go into your game, your Top Drives game right now, you want to whip out your phone and check the filters in Top Drives, filtered by off-road tires saloon. This is the best car, and saloon ×5 is a pretty, you know, common requirement in clubs. So when I see the Impreza Group A, I don't see a car that I like. I just see a cash cow, a car that can get me top 10 and MVP every single time there's saloon ×5 and road less taken in clubs. And that's why I need it, because when you look at it, it's a very niche category. It's like the Fiat, the Dodge Avenger, which is a prize car, so only everybody has one, and then there's the Nissan Bluebird, which I already have one max, and then the top dog is the the Subaru Impreza Group A, and I need this for club reasons and club reasons alone. It's strictly business. Coming now in 9th place, we're gonna move up to, I think, RQ95, and where is it? Oh, it's 94 now, it went down. In 9th place is the BMW M8 GTE. I'm a huge fan of the livery, and I'm a huge fan of just how the car looks. It has amazing handling, and let's remember, guys, back in the day when the BMW M8 GTE had the highest handling in the game. Do you remember that? Pepper Ridge Farm remembers. High top speed. The 0 to 60 is pretty weak for a car in its category, but it really doesn't matter. This is a car that I would love to get, mainly because I like it. It's more that I want it instead of I need it, because obviously now I have cars like the FAP, or the P1 GTR, or even the Senna, which are probably going to outperform the BMW M8 GTE, but I don't really care about that. I kind of just want it because I like it, so I'm looking forward to the rerun. Now, next up on the list is going to be in 8th place, and I do believe that this one is RQ76. If I do remember correctly. Where is it? No, that's 73 now. No, it's 77, and it is this one right here. It's the Ford GT4T race car, specifically the one with the Golf livery in blue and orange, which is the Golf livery. Amazing top speed. The handling is kind of just meh for an RQ77, and to be honest, the 0 to 60 is also pretty meh for an RQ67, but it has a really good top speed, probably amazing MRA, and it is a 60s car, so it is very niche in very niche. It is very good in very niche circumstances. At the end of the day, this isn't really a prize car that anybody needs. This is just a prize car that I want. Now, next up on the list is going to be in 7th place, and for some reason, I also wrote the BMW M8 GTE. I wrote that twice. What was the car that I was supposed to write that wasn't in the B? Oh, you know what it was? 7th place, the true 7th place was BMW M8 GTE. That's a fact. The true 7th place. So this is 7th. All right, forget about 9th. This is 7th. The 9th place. So now let's talk about the 9th place, because we already talked about the BMW M8 GTE. Is actually going to be the Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. Yeah, okay, I wrote the B. That's kind of funny. Yeah, the Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. Now, this is the car once again that I want, not really need. It's kind of ironic considering that I'm afraid of Lamborghinis now. That in itself is ironic, because I remember when Italian Renaissance dropped, I always wanted a Lamborghini, and I never got one until January of 2020, and then it just never stopped, and now I have like 19 legendary Lambos. Hey, tell you what though, I don't want them anymore, but I would gladly have took the Veneno. I just think that it's a good looking car. I know it's a bit of a hot take. I know some people don't like how the Veneno looks, but I think it looks amazing, especially in red, and that's the picture they chose for it. 2.70 to 60, 92 handling, 221 top speed. Remember a year ago during Black Friday when everybody thought the Veneno Roadster was going to come out because Hutched used a 3D model or a 3D render of a Lamborghini Veneno Roadster for their Black Friday deals, like their ad posters and promotions and everything, and they slapped the Veneno and everything, and everyone thought, oh, the Veneno's coming up. Well, here we are almost a year later. We haven't seen the Veneno once, but hopefully it will come in the near future. The stats look okay. The handling isn't very good. I don't think the MRA is going to be that great either, but I think it's a good looking car in my favorite color. It is 9th on the list. Now, moving on to 6. So from 10 was a car I wanted. 9, 8, and 7 were all cars that I wanted. Sorry, 10 was a car that I needed. 9, 8, and 7 were all cars that I wanted. Now we move on to 6 and 5, and we're going to go through these ones pretty quickly. They're pretty self-explanatory. These are cars that I need. In 6th place is going to be the Peugeot 905B, and in 5th place is going to be the Peugeot 208 T16 Pikes Peak. Once again, both of these cars aren't really cars I like in real life. I mean, at the end of the day, they're Peugeots. This one's pretty cool. It won Le Mans, but at the end of the day, these aren't cars that I want. These are cars that I need, okay? 100 handling, 220 top speed, and let's be honest, the 905B is going to have MRA of ridiculous numbers, probably to that of the IDR. I'm hoping to that of the IDR, and also it has that 90s niche. Now in 5th place is going to be the Peugeot 208 T16. This is going to be the twisty to the Peugeot 905B's fast. which is ironic because this handles better. So kind of this is just a bit of a hybrid. It got everything. It wins everything. But definitely I want to use this for the short burst track sets. 1.60 to 60 is absolutely ridiculous. And let's not count out the 97 handling. I mean, let's be honest, it's still gonna hit like what, 107, 108 when you max it out. Not to say that I'm going to, but those are ridiculous numbers. I'm pretty sure if you max this car out, it will hit 1.4, either 1.4 or 1.3, somewhere along those lines. But that kind of wraps up every prize car I need, because the top 4 are just made up of cars that I want, which is really the way that I play the game. I always prioritize cars that I want. So coming in 4th place, and I don't even know what RQ this is. I think it's 96. Where are you? 96, yes it is. The Apollo Intenza Emozione. Emozione. 2019 car, high top speed, 90 to 60, 97 handling, the same as the T16. And I mean, my god, is that a beautiful looking car. I really want this. Obviously my German collection in top drives is kind of a miss now. It's got lost cause basically. Without the IDR, I can't compete anywhere at the highest level, but the Apollo Intenza Emozione is a good looking car, and I just want it because it looks mean. It's like if the Camaro ZL11LE became a hypercar. I think they both carry the same energy, as in they kind of want to eat you on the road. It's freaking sick. I love how this looks, and solely because of that, I mean the good stats is a bonus, but solely because of how it looks, it is 4th on my list. Now coming in 3rd place, now we're going down to a car that's slowly gone down from RQ. I think at one point it was like 90 or even 95, and then it went down to 90, and now I think it's somewhere around the 80s. So let's see if I can find it. Yeah, 88 right here. It is the Audi Sport Quattro S1. Now, if you are an OG to the channel, if you date back to the 2018 days, you would have known that the Audi Quattro S1 was in my legendary trio of prize cars that I wanted. I think it was like the 918, the Demon, and the Audi Sport Quattro. Those were the top 3 that I wanted. I got the 918 and I got the Demon, but I didn't get the car in 3rd place, which was the Audi Quattro. So it's still on the list. It's still very high up on the list in 3rd place. It went down 1 though. If it wasn't for another car, it would still be in 2nd, but there is another car now. So yeah, the Audi Quattro S1, I do want this. I just think it's a sick looking car. I remember back in high school in 2018, because I was a senior in my art class, and it was an advanced art class. So every student in the advanced art class had their own senior art shows at the end of the year, and my senior art show was literally revolved around cars, and I had an entire piece dedicated to German engineering, and it was based off basically like German race cars. So I had the Turbo Martini, and I had one of the Mercedeses as well. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I dedicated a piece to the Audi Quattro S1. I absolutely love this car. The stats leaves little to be desired for it. It's basically a better version of a Porsche Dakar, but a worse version of all the better off-roaders in the game nowadays. But I don't really care. I just absolutely love this car, and it's still one of the best Audis in the game. I would love to have it in my garage. Now, number 2 is going to be the new one. This is the one where no one really has... I haven't talked about it as much, and I don't think a lot of people are going to get it right. So I'm going to let you guess right now down in the comments, what do you think my number 2 one is? Because I feel like a lot of people are going to know what my most wanted prize car is. So in 2nd place is indeed the Godzilla Nissan Skyline GTR Calisonic Group A. Now this one confuses me because I saw this car in the New York Auto Show, the Calisonic version, and the Nissan representatives told me that this was the original GTR. But I remember I had a conversation in my Discord and someone said that this wasn't the original GTR, that the original GTR was the Winfield or whatever, like the red one. So I got really confused after that. But then again, before I recorded this video, I went to ask the Nissan god, who is Korn, once again to ask him what is the original, the OG Godzilla, and he said it was the Calisonic. So I mean, this is Calisonic, right? So this has to be the original Godzilla, the one that ran 24 hours. I hope it is. But anyway, I love the R32. If it wasn't for the KD-R30, the Nissan R32 would be my favorite Japanese car of all time. So to have the original Godzilla in my garage, I would love this so much. I need it. It's kind of on the level of how much I needed the Yellowbird. Obviously, my love for the Yellowbird went down a bit in top drives, considering that Everyone can win it now. But you know, this one's gonna be absolutely amazing. To be fair, if Top Drives made a second campaign, it would make sense to have the OG Godzilla as the prize, wouldn't it? Because they had Yellowbird as the first one. I don't know. I think it would make sense. But either way, I would love to have this car. The stats once again leaves little to be desired. I mean, for an RQ88, if you can't hit 100 handling, it's kind of sad. But it doesn't really matter because this is a car I absolutely love. And last but not least, in first place, the prize car that I absolutely want the freaking most. I think everybody knows this. This still hurts me. It's an arrow to my heart till this day. It used to be RQ82, but I think it's 79 now. Where is it actually? Is it still 82? I don't see it. Where is it? It's 80, 79. Is it not 79 anymore? Bruh. Oh, did it go up? Oh, you know what? I think it went up to 85. Yeah, it was 82 and 85. There it is. The Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 1LE. This one freaking hurts, okay? This takes me back to 2018. It was a rainy day in Syracuse, and I was racing for the Camaro ZL1 1LE, and I got 11th place. And it absolutely pierced me in the heart. I really want this. Obviously, it's a muscle car that handles incredibly well. It has great MRA, a high top speed, and a low 0 to 60, and it looks amazing. One of my favorite muscle cars ever. And the thing is, I don't think it's ever gonna come back, and that absolutely hurts me because this is a car that I genuinely want. It's been my most wanted prize car for years, but it's been out of the conversation most of the time because I just a thought, you know, behind my head or in the back of my head has always told me the ZL11LE is probably never gonna come back, and that freaking sucks, man. I wanted this so bad. I paid my friend to write my essay for me, to do my, not my essay, to do my homework for me. It's just that the homework you have to write like essays, like paragraphs to answer. I paid him to do my homework for me, so because it was due on a Sunday, right? It was due at like 5 p.m. on a Sunday, but I was like, nah, I can't do it now. I gotta play Top Drives because this ends at 5 and I want to win the car, and I didn't win it, and it absolutely freaking sucked. Hopefully one day it comes back. This is my dream prize car. Hutch, listen to me, please. I want this thing. It's the only one. It's the only one that I would put in my tier 1. So like I said, I've gotten every single legendary prize car that I would put in my, I guess, theoretical tier maker. You know, I got the Astons, I got the Dodges, and the Porsche 918. But there is one epic that's there, and that one epic I cannot grasp. And that is the Chevrolet Camaro ZL11LE. Please bring it back. Please bring it back. Please bring it back. I freaking want this car. But anyway, that's going to be it. Let me know what your list is in the comments below. I would love to know what your top 10 is. Probably would include some cars that I already have if you don't have them already. Maybe even the Porsche 918, which is the next prize car. I'll make a video about that coming up tomorrow. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to stay safe. Wash your hands. I want this car. I really want this car.